salve a tutti ragazzi e bentornati sul canale, io sono Bizar e rieccoci con Batman The Telltale Series, la nuova stagione, o meglio la seconda stagione. Riprendiamo dove vi siamo lasciati, ovvero con il nostro Bruce Wayne che ha preso incarico ufficiale di essere Batman e dopo aver sconfitto due facce, Pinguino e Lady Arkham, a Gotham ci sono nuove minacce in arrivo e tra queste la prima è l'enigmista. Riprendiamo da dove vi siamo lasciati e voi come sempre mi raccomando spolliciate, mettete like e se ancora non l'avete fatto iscrivetevi al canale.
What an eventful evening. I've taken the liberty of preparing some refreshments.
Thanks, Al. I need to focus. Maybe music will help.
Peccato Alfred con l'occhio così. Allora, un po' di musica per concentrarci. La classica sarebbe l'ideale, però musica ambientale secondo me non guasterebbe.
Something with a beat.
Mo' ti metti Linkin Park.
The computer is finished scanning the Riddler's puzzle box. It's ready when you are.
Let's get to work.
Allora, possiamo dare un'occhiata alla nostra Bat-caverna. Vediamo un po'. Qua che sono altarini. Abbiamo gli altarini dei nostri nemici amici. Allora, Catwoman.
Selena. She'll turn up again. I'm looking forward to it.
Selena Kyle è venuta a Gotham per compiere una serie di rapine per conto dei figli di Arkham, sebbene mi abbia poi aiutato a fermarli. Ha lasciato Gotham durante l'assalto finale di Lady Arkham alla città e non so se farà mai ritorno. Nonostante le nostre differenze, mi piaceva passare del tempo con lei. Harvey Dent, sindaco corrotto di Gotham. Harvey Dent era un promettente candidato a sindaco e uno dei miei amici più cari. Ho sostenuto la sua campagna e il suo segno per Gotham. Dopo essere stato attaccato dai figli di Arkham, è diventato due facce, un criminale violento e paranoico. Durante il suo breve mandato da sindaco, ha usato la sua autorità per instaurare la legge parziale in città. Comunque, vedete, nonostante io abbia fatto di tutto per non farlo sfigurare, cercare di aiutarlo, comunque il gioco alla fine ti ha portato a farlo diventare due facce e quindi un criminale. Oswald Cobblepot era un terrorista anarchico e uno dei miei più vecchi amici. Nato in una delle famiglie più prestigiose di Gotham, ha vissuto all'estero dopo che sua madre è stata rinchiusa ad Arkham Asylum da mio padre. È ritornata a Gotham per unirsi ai figli di Arkham, cercando vendetta contro la mia famiglia per aver distrutto la sua. Vicky Vale era una nota e rispettata giornalista del Gotham Gazette. Il suo vero nome è Vicky Arkham, una vittima delle azioni di mio padre. Ha creato il suo alter ego, Lady Arkham, e la sua organizzazione di terroristi, i figli di Arkham, per distruggere l'elite di Gotham. L'ho sconfitta, ma non so se sia morta o ancora viva. Il suo corpo non fu mai ritrovato. Aia, e questo vuol dire che, secondo me, Lady Arkham è ancora viva. Vabbè, dopo aver visto sto altarino, diamo un'occhiata all'enigmista.
No explosives detected, no radioactivity. Nothing dangerous at all so far.
Computer, run another scan. I want to be absolutely sure this thing is safe.
Also, I took the liberty of digging up everything I could find on the agency.
Bravo Alfred. Che noi non ci fidiamo
Plenty
dell'agenzia.
here. Know your enemy and all that.
Alfred, che hai?
It comes and goes. Ever since the kidnapping and all the other business with Lady Arkham.
Alfred.
No, don't you worry about me. No, I should be fine. It was worse after my first tour of duty.
Mi preoccupo sempre della mia famiglia.
Family, Alfred. We worry about family.
Thank you, Bruce. It'll pass. Working always helps.
Allora, date agenzia, notizie da Gotham. Trascorse l'enigmista, vabbè, il codex. Dati dell'agenzia.
The agency. The public face of a shadow committee of military leaders, intelligence experts, and government officials. Civil rights violations, domestic black sites, decentralized accountability.
This information, it's all before Waller took over the director position. Perhaps she's given them a new direction.
Maybe, but the agency's empowered to override local law enforcement with impunity.
Oh, that man's got some competition in town. I wonder if we need be worried.
Ci renderanno le cose difficili. Waller sembra pericolosa.
The Riddler's a flashy homicidal maniac with a thing for puzzles, and Waller and her agency might be just as dangerous.
Again, Waller may be running a more ethical operation these days.
Non lo so, non lo so. Diamo un'occhiata ai fascicoli.
Yes. Riddler terrorized this city long before you were Batman.
Gotham's original costumed criminal.
Yes. To have him returned, it's unsettling. I remember when he was the scourge of the underworld. Even Carmine Falcone gave him a wide berth. He was presumed dead for so long. Why come back to Gotham?
Well, he seemed to have a prior relationship with Maury. Some kind of axe to grind. Let me upload the rest of this to the Codex. The agency realized Riddler was still alive when he orchestrated a prison break at Peña Duro.
My men here say you let yourself get caught, Mr. Riddler.
Just Riddler.
Why willingly turn yourself in?
Oh, Mr. Warden, to get everyone else out, of course. That wasn't obvious.
The man's deranged. If you ask me, he needs help. He's clearly sick.
Sei troppo indulgente, le sue vittime hanno bisogno. Arkham no, le sue vittime hanno bisogno di aiuto.
I'll concede you have a point.
What was that?
You should see your face. Its confusion is delightful. I think I'll take it with me.
I take everything back.
Va bene, usciamo di qua. Che poi, ragazzi, se non l'avete ancora visto, guardatevi la serie TV Gotham, dove l'enigmista, tra l'altro, lui fa parte della GCPD. Non vi dico altro. Guardatela che è bellissima.
Riddler's MO hasn't changed in all these years.
Allora, vediamo di risolvere sto enigma.
There's writing engraved along the rim. I have an eye, yet cannot see. Who am I?
That sounds familiar. I've heard it before.
Don't happen to remember the answer, do you?
Sadly, no.
Ho un occhio ma non posso vedere. Cosa sono? La dea bendata della giustizia. No, la dea bendata teoricamente ha tutti e due gli occhi, anche se bendata. Il profilo del Jack di picche potrebbe essere, perché sta di lato e ha un solo occhio. Ha cruna di un ago, non so che sia. L'occhio del ciclone. Ho un occhio ma non posso vedere. Cosa sono? Ho un occhio ma non posso vedere. Quindi no, il profilo di Jack di picche no, perché comunque anche se ha l'occhio teoricamente vede. Sono deciso tra l'occhio del ciclone e la dea bendata. Però la dea bendata, ripeto, ha tutti e due gli occhi. Dai, proviamo con l'occhio del ciclone.
The eye of a hurricane.
It fits the description in the riddle, but I'm not sure how it helps us. Even if there were hurricanes in Gotham, it's hard to imagine one helping us with the object in question. If that is indeed the key.
E quindi non è. Proviamo la diabendata? Cioè, a cruna di un ago. Che cos'è la cruna di un ago? Sarà la punta. Proviamo con la cruna di un ago.
The eye of a needle.
But how does that relate to the object in question?
Maybe it's telling us how to use it.
Sounds very plausible.
Look at these strange grooves.
Trovo un oggetto con cui usare il disco. A posto, sì, ci siamo. Bat-computer, biglietti del cinema. Non credo che i biglietti del cinema possano tornarci utili. Parla ad Alfred. Vabbè, diamo un'occhiata ai biglietti del cinema comunque.
Never forget.
Tra l'altro questi biglietti nella prima stagione, se ricordate, avevamo deciso di o strapparli o tenerli. Aspettate. Riproduci disco. La forma del come si chiama? Dell'enigma che ci ha dato l'enigmista si è aperto come se fosse un disco. Può essere? Giradischi.
Needle.
Ago,
A record needle.
Vedi?
Halfway there, Batman. Means you've got half a chance of stopping a whole lot of pain. To be honest, you're already doing better than I thought. But don't sit around feeling pleased with yourself. Unless you want to see me tear this city apart.
I suppose you're going to look in there.
An open invitation from the Riddler? Of course. Huh. Looks like I'm manipulating radio bands or waveforms. Something. I'm not sure what I'm looking at or how any of it is actually displaying.
And that sound.
What? Oh, I'm not really sure about any of it. Get Lucius on the line, will you?
Hey, Alfred.
Good morning, Lucius. I hope we're not interrupting your breakfast.
My youngest is probably stealing all the bacon, but duty calls. What's up?
This is a puzzle from the Riddler. There's a strange waveform pattern I can manipulate inside that needs your expertise.
Yeah, okay. I can meet you at Wayne Tower in a little bit. We'll, fire up the R&D lab.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important,
No,
Lucius.
don't worry about it. It's actually gonna be a big day for me. Tiffany starts at Wayne Enterprises.
Tiffany? Really?
Your daughter working alongside you. How wonderful.
Certainly is. Bruce, I'll see you soon.
Bye, Lucius. Can't wait to see Tiffany.
La famiglia si allarga qui.
I'll be at Wayne Tower.
Good hunting, Bruce.
Salve, buongiorno, buongiorno.
Oh, excellent. Glad I caught you. I have some good news to share.
Good to hear it, Regina. It's what I've come to expect, with you as Wayne Enterprises chairperson.
Regina che nell'episodio precedente ci voleva cacciare.
Our stock price has doubled since you took the company back from Oswald Cobblepot. The Gazette's running a piece about it.
Look, I would love to hear all the details, but I've got a meeting with Lucius I've got to run to.
Well, I don't mean to pry, but what's in that case? Seems like an odd thing
Qualcosa
to
per
be carrying
Lucius, non
around
sono
the
affari
office.
tuoi. Beh, documenti fiscali.
Oh, just some tax papers. Accounting is doing an audit or something.
Well, you shouldn't have to be burdened with that. I can take them.
It's okay. I got it.
Well, I've got a meeting I've got to run to. We'll pick up this conversation this afternoon.
Sounds great.
Ah, l'ufficio dolce ufficio. Lucius.
You're in my chair.
Just updating the encryption on your Bat-tech.
Cos'è questa
But if
confidenza,
you want me to
Lucius?
stop,
Togli gli
sì,
stivali
bisogno.
dalla scrivania.
This is the thing you were talking about?
One of Riddler's puzzles. Some kind of test.
Show me. Any idea what he's planning?
Not yet. That's why I need your help. If his history is anything to go by, he left us a clue. A psychological profile of Riddler.
Knowing how his mind works, this should come in handy.
No sign of explosives or poison. Already scanned for that in the cave.
Beh, almeno stiamo tranquilli che non può esplodere.
Now, would you look at that? Micropulse waveform. And the sound it's giving off.
A signal, maybe? I couldn't decipher it. I was hoping you could help with that.
Occhio la
I'll see
porta.
what I can do. Shouldn't take long.
What in the...
It's not one of mine.
Think fast.
Ma che è? È una telecamera? Che diavolo è?
Hi, Dad.
Huh, Tiffany?
Hey, Bruce.
My God, Tiffany.
Cioè, Tiffany,
It's
tu
been
entri
a while.
così.
Sneaking out of orientation your first day?
I just wanted to say hi to my new boss. I got you a present. A micro-drone prototype I developed in my spare time. High-end AV, stealth black shell, programmable for autonomous observation. Small, quiet, and super smart. Just like its designer. Not bad, huh? You always had a thing for toys.
Vuoi già un aumento?
So hard to know
Ottimo,
what to get a man who
grazie.
has everything. So I made
Non
you some tech
Ottimo,
the government
grazie.
would be jealous of.
I love it. Thanks, Tiffany.
Well, I guess it's not bad.
Not bad. See what I had to deal with growing up? Huh. There's something different about you.
There is?
I can't quite put my finger on it. But you look...
Incredibilmente cazzuto.
You
Ti
look-
prego, non dire vecchio.
Well, please just don't say old.
Well, now that you mention it.
Hey, play nice. Bruce has had a rough year.
Interesting.
Don't.
Ma
Too late, already
Tiffany non
touching.
sa, vero, della nostra
Just
identità.
be careful.
Oh
What a
sì.
strange thing. This circuitry design. It's elaborate and unorthodox. Almost intentionally so. Like whoever put it together was kind of showing off. Huh. Micro pulse waves? It's just weird. Seriously, what is this thing? I've never seen anything like it. It's like whoever made it.
È forte?
It's pretty cool, huh?
I don't know if cool
Quindi no,
would
lei
be the
non
word
sa
I'd
che siamo
use.
Batman.
I can hear it hum. What does it do?
That's what we're trying to work out.
You guys are lucky I'm here to help.
Help with...
Figure this freakish thing out.
Tiffany did graduate first in her class at Cornell in molecular engineering.
Let me take a crack at it. I can help you get to the bottom of this. Figure out what it does.
È troppo complesso per te. Potrebbe farci
If
comodo
you
una
think you
mano.
can help, then be my guest.
Oh, I know I can help. I just gotta let him know
Alla
that
fine
I'll
è la fine di
finishing up
Lucius,
orientation.
ragazzi. Due cervelli meglio che uno.
Oh, I was planning on swinging by the manor after work to see Alfred. I heard he wasn't doing so well. That he was having some issues with his health.
Starà meglio vedendoti.
He would love that.
I hope he isn't still angered with me and Luke about that incident with the china.
Well, you know Al. No one messes with his dinnerware.
Catch you guys later.
Welcome aboard, Tiffany.
Thanks, boss.
È già simpatica.
All right.
Bella figlia, Lucius,
Time to
complimenti.
crack this puzzle. I never told her, you know. Told her what I really do at Wayne Enterprises. What, we
L'avevo capito.
If you're willing to pull her into this Riddler project, why not consider bringing her into the fold? Into the mission? We're going to need help if we're going to be dealing with the likes of Riddler. And we can trust her.
Potrebbe esserci utile. Comunque tua
Anything
figlia.
like you.
She's better than me.
Vedi, i migliori di me. Cioè, comunque
Ok.
ci si può fidare.
Let's give her a shot.
Great. I'll start thinking about how we can broach the subject with her. In the meantime, Riddler's puzzle will be a fine start.
Oh, shall we go down to the lab?
Actually, the equipment we need is down in my office. We'll get this taken care of in no time.
Mr. Wayne,
Yes?
I'm Special Agent Avesta. This is my
Che
partner,
palle, di
Special
nuovo
Agent
questi
Blake.
due.
Well, I guess I'll see you in a bit. I'll be down in my office. Whenever you,
Arrivo
get down here.
subito.
I'll be down in a few.
No worries. I'll, start without you.
Sorry for the unannounced visit. We're with the agency's behavioral analysis unit. We just came by to ask a few questions.
Non è un buon momento.
Is this gonna take long? It's
Vado di
not
fretta.
really a good time.
I'm afraid this meeting isn't optional.
You'll just have to put up with us for a few minutes.
Vabbè, se roba di minuti, facciamolo.
This office, it really represents you.
Well, I like to think so.
Bravo, nascondiamo
Is this
le
you?
tracce.
Yeah.
How old?
I don't know, 7, 8, maybe?
So happy.
Anche il drone dovremmo
After
nascondere.
everything you've been through, I don't know how you still do it.
Do what exactly?
It wasn't long ago when you were the most hated man in Gotham, yet you still give so much back to the city. Why do you continue to help Gotham?
Rispondi al telefono,
Most
mi piace
people
essere al
wouldn't be
centro
so
dell'attenzione.
charitable after that.
Rispondi un attimo al
What's that
telefono,
all
mi
about?
scusi. Già vado di fretta.
How's it going down there?
I, left that file on your desk. Think you could bring it down?
I'll be down in just a second. Sorry about that. What were you saying?
I was saying you're a bit of a mystery.
What is it you want?
The agency recently brought me in to draft a psychological portrait of the Riddler. We've been tracking him for months, but haven't been able to find him.
Non è un problema mio.
sorry, I
Cioè,
think you were in the wrong
alla
place.
fine a Bruce Wayne cosa
You see, I don't
interessa?
really consort with criminals. Or international terrorists, for that matter.
Yeah.
Really? Because our sources say otherwise. A lot of things happened to you last year, and not all of them were good. You put yourself at risk when you helped bring in your friend Harvey Dent. He was a violent psychotic at the time, almost destroyed the city. Come to think of it, you've been associated with quite a few psychopaths over the years.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would. The criminally insane. They seem drawn to you. Either
Che
that
vuole
or
il
you're
fascino di
often
chi è
in the wrong
ricco.
place at the wrong time.
Sono un bersaglio facile.
Yes, having money and fame makes you an easy target. I've had my fair share of crazies knocking on my door.
Like this guy. I think you'd know him as John Doe.
We understand that it was during your stay in Arkham where you and John met and
Amici,
became
mo non ci
friends.
allarghiamo.
From the sound of it, you two were close.
Sta scherzando?
You've got to be kidding me. He's no friend of mine. That's why you came here to ask me about that guy?
According to hospital records, you and John were involved in a riot.
They captured the whole incident on video.
John cut another inmate, a man named Victor Zaz. Then you jumped into the fray.
Sì, ma nel video si vede che io sono
Several
intervenuto.
people were hurt.
Mali informati, non ero in me quel tempo. Ho cercato di interrompere la rissa.
I was trying to break up a fight.
I don't blame you. You must have been scared. John was discharged from Arkham months ago. No one has seen or heard from him since. I was thinking maybe you have.
È
would
uscito
you
dal
think that?
manicomio.
He listed you as his emergency contact. Sounds like you two were pretty close to me.
È inquietante.
Okay, now I'm a little creeped out. I knew him for, what, a day?
Maybe you made an impression on him.
Well, I haven't seen or heard from him, so... Did he do something wrong?
He's a person of interest. You see, we've got a wall in the office with a bunch of photos pinned to it. Two-Face, Penguin, Lady Arkham, you know, Gotham's most notorious. They've got all these little strings connecting them to one another, like a web. And you, my friend, are at the center. You keep pretty strange company for someone who wants everyone to think they're such a stand-up guy.
Non ho niente da nascondere.
Every association you've made so far has been investigated by the authorities or covered by the press. I have nothing to hide.
Bravo,
All
Bruce,
you do
giochiamo a
is
carte
hide.
scoperte.
Hide behind the press, behind your money, your power. I think it's all an elaborate mask. You know more than you're letting on, Mr. Wayne. Maybe you're afraid. Maybe you don't trust us. Or maybe you're a criminal, like your father. Maybe you're not the hero people think you are.
Chiamo il mio avvocato.
I am calling my lawyer. That's an evacuation warning. It's time for you to leave.
We'll pick this up another time.
Sì, sì, dai, vai via, forza. Che hai già rotto le palle. Madonna, Lucius ci sta aspettando da mezz'ora giù.
Bruce, get my daughter out of the building. Get yourself out.
What are you talking?
Perché?
What did you figure out?
I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce. Riddler really
Dimmi che
pulled a
problema
good
c'è,
one
stai
over
calmo. Che problema c'è?
us. Might still be able to disable it, but
Lucius, please tell me what's wrong.
tell Tiffany that I love her.
Oh,
That I'm
Lucius.
sorry I wasn't around more.
Lucius?
We really made a difference, didn't we, Batman?
No, no,
Lucius?
no, ragazzi.
God, Lucius! No!
Mamma mia. Mamma mia. E chi si aspettava questa fine orrenda? Mo' chi glielo dice a Tiffany?
One killed and 14 injured after a tragic explosion
The
rocks
GCPD
Wayne
is
Tower.
opening an investigation into what they are calling an industrial accident.
Wayne Enterprises' chief technology officer, Lucius Fox, died last Tuesday in the violent blast. A small service is being held for the tech giant and father of 3 at Divinity Church this Sunday.
Ci ha tenuti uniti. Mi mancherai. Mi prenderò cura della tua famiglia. È il minimo.
You don't have to worry, Lucius. Tiffany, I'm gonna take care of your family. As if they were my own.
Just like Lucius took care of you. Lucius helped raise you, Bruce. It was family. Riddler's attack on the casino was one thing. But this is personal. We can't let him get away with it. Riddler struck at the heart of our operations and tore a family apart.
Lo
in the
metterò dietro le
process.
sbarre.
Don't worry, Al. I will find him and bring him to justice. He will spend the rest of his life behind bars.
I'm glad to see your sense of duty still reigns supreme. Of course, it won't bring poor Lucius back. I can't imagine how devastated she must be. To lose her father in such a violent way.
I should go talk to her.
Yes, she can use all the support she can get.
Hey, Tiffany.
I still can't believe he's gone.
Già.
None of this feels real.
So come ti senti, è un posto migliore. Posso fare qualcosa?
Your dad was like family to me. If there's anything I can do, anything at all, please let me know.
Thanks, Bruce. I appreciate it. He loved working for you, you know? They hardly saw him at home because of it. Mom used to complain my little brother was growing up without a dad. Now I guess it's true. He was so busy. I can't remember the last time I got to hang out with him. Just father and daughter. Just thought there'd be more time. There's so many
È un po'
things I
colpa
wanted to
nostra
talk to him
comunque, quindi gli ho chiesto
about. So
troppo.
much wisdom in that goofy head of his.
I asked a lot of him. Maybe too much.
And he gave it all, didn't he? A real company man. Well, I hope it was worth it.
Vabbè, Tiffany, ma non è che... Ok che è colpa nostra, però quello sguardo assassino.
Sorry. I know I shouldn't blame you.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Just let it out.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around it all. I saw his remains, Bruce. There was hardly anything left. What were you guys working on that could have caused that? It doesn't quite add up.
Normale materiale aziendale. Dai, deciso, te lo dirò, ma non qui.
Tiffany, I will tell you soon. Just not here.
What do you mean? Why not?
It's not the right time.
What, Bruce? What are you mixed up in?
In questo sei cacciato.
Fine. Just tell me one thing.
Sei tu Batman?
That weird disc.
Ah no, ok.
Was that what killed him? Did you put my father's life at risk for that?
Sì, però il Bat-computer aveva detto che non c'erano...
Tell me that one thing.
Infatti, vedi, credevo fosse
I need to
sicuro.
know.
Cioè, eravamo convinti che fosse sicuro.
I thought it was safe, Tiffany. I really did. I had no idea Lucius could get hurt. Please forgive me.
Forgive you? I hope you
Aia.
can forgive yourself.
Aia.
Whatever you got my father into, I will find out. And I will shout it to the world.
Porca miseria.
So sorry, really. It's such a shame. At least he went out with a bang, right? Yeah, for that, we can all be grateful.
You knew my father.
Well, no, but judging by all the lovely people here, he must have been quite
Appunto, come reagiamo? Portalo via, non disturbarla.
Excuse me?
Andiamo da un'altra parte.
John, can I talk to you a sec?
Bruce! I was hoping I'd bump into you.
Why don't we catch up over here?
Yeah, I'd love that. We have so much to catch up on. Enjoy the rest of your day. Look, I know it's a closed casket, but I can see by the jeans. Your friend was a looker, huh?
Why are you here, John?
I told you I'd see you again, didn't I? You and me, we're two threads in the same stitch.
Piccola pausa, ragazzi. Comunque, non è ancora il Joker. Proviamo a salvarlo, che dite? Con due facce non ci siamo riusciti. Però lui non è ancora il Joker. Vediamo se si può fare qualcosa.
Look, I got you a little something, just to mark the occasion.
Che carino. Grazie.
I knew you'd be hurting, see? I thought it might make you feel
Molto
better.
carino da parte tua.
Thank you, John. That's very considerate of you.
Oh, good. I wasn't sure.
First time at a funeral, you see. People get upset at the littlest things. It hasn't been easy for me out here, you know? I'm the new guy now. It's the freedom that gets to you. There's so damn much you hardly know what to do with it. It's not like Arkham. Sometimes I miss those padded walls. You knew where the lines were drawn. Which ones not to cross.
Lo direi sul serio.
You can't possibly mean that. Arkham is hell.
It was my home, Bruce. And home is where the heart is. I'm almost sorry that I convinced Dr. Leland to release me.
If everyone could please take their seats, we will begin.
Would you just sit down?
Today we gather to honor the memory of Lucius Fox. He was a friend, a father, a husband, a leader.
You are crashing my friend's funeral, John. You better have a good reason.
Oh, I do. I need that, favor you owe
Sentiamo,
me.
cosa ti serve?
You know, you might have been a little reluctant at the time, but if it wasn't for me, you'd still be in Arkham. Sleeping off your meds in the rec room with Zaz. You're gonna do right by me, aren't you? I know you're a man of your word.
Però non ho mai fatto quella promessa.
Made that promise.
I got into a lot of trouble for what we did, Bruce. You saw that place, saw those doctors.
Matthew tells us, blessed are those who mourn.
You see, I met some inspiring people out here, made some new friends, made a kind of pact. They're amazing, Bruce. That special breed who live by their own rules. They remind me of you, of your father.
Immagino che begli amici che ti sei fatto.
You'll find out when you meet them. They're looking to bring someone like you into the fold. You will meet them for me, won't you? Please? I've got a lot writing on this. I already told them you would. Please don't let
Sono impegnato.
Gosh, John, I don't know. My schedule's just so packed these days.
Please don't blow me off. Not after what we went through together.
Oh, John, che un giorno siamo stati insieme. Cioè, abbiamo passato il tempo.
You know, I spoke so highly of you. I told them you'd fit right in. Just makes me want, I don't know, lash out. Shh.
We're here to mourn. Please.
Calmati, John.
Oh, easy, easy, John. Take a deep breath, okay? Calm down.
You're right.
Ok.
Sorry, Bruce, that outburst, it's antisocial, I know. Dr. Leland says I have a hard time handling rejection. I think it's the stress. You see, I've got this enemy. Real piece of work. Calls himself the Riddler.
How do you know the Riddler?
Know him? I want to rip his eyeballs out. He's a thief and a killer, and worst of all, he's rude. I tried to let the authorities know the kind of lowlife they're dealing with, but... Wait a minute, you know him too. Of course, a man of Bruce Wayne's caliber knows everyone.
Solo dai notiziari.
Just from the news. I mean, the guy's clearly a murderer, sick in the head.
Don't know the half of it. If I had my highway, that smarmy know-it-all would never leave his hole.
You mean his hole? You know where he is.
No, not exactly, no. Maybe I said too much.
Farò ciò che vuoi, che bastardo però. Puoi fidarti di me.
I'm your friend, John. You can trust me.
Trust is the mainstay of any healthy relationship. I want that for us, Bruce. I really do. Yeah, I really don't know much. I heard the egomaniac always made people go to him for meetings. Somewhere in the East End.
Where in the East End?
Honestly, that's all I know. And even that might be out of date. If you're so eager to find him, why don't you let me help you? I'll find out where he is and get back to you. See if I can't find out where that jerk puts his head down. It'd be just like the...
Mi farebbe piacere?
I would appreciate that, John.
That's what friends are for, Bruce. Just meet mine later, like I asked. Look.
Allora, cioè, non è che voglio dire, comunque il nostro John Doe, alias Joker, ci ha fatto già 2 favori. Il primo ci ha fatto uscire da Arkham e il secondo ci sta dicendo dove si trova l'enigmista. Quindi diamogli la buona e facciamogli sto favore, incontriamo i suoi amici, anche se sappiamo tutti che non saranno amici.
I think I outstayed my welcome here. I'm just gonna slip away. Excuse me. I'm sorry. It's been so nice catching up, Bruce. I miss this trust between us.
Rischia nell'inserire il localizzatore, fidati di lui. Fidiamoci. Proviamo a fidarci.
Be in touch. Goodbye, Bruce. Until next time.
Intriguing fellow. Certainly not one for decorum. I don't think that outburst went unnoticed.
Whatever you say about John, he gave me a lead on Riddler's location. Inform Gordon. Tell him to drag up GCPD records on Gotham's East End. And tell him we're on Riddler's trail.
Va bene ragazzi, direi che per questa puntata ci possiamo salutare qui. Voi mi raccomando, come sempre, spolliciate, mettete like, iscrivetevi al canale se ancora non l'avete fatto, vi ricordo che per voi è gratis, non vi costa nulla e noi ci rivediamo nella prossima puntata. Un saluto da Bizzaragaret, ciao a you!